Look at that sick animation. Gishath is back, baby. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Dino Ramp. Now, on release day, I did come out with a deck list. It was more of like an aggro-y type of like mid-range type of Dino deck, but this one is a little bit different. I think that it's a little bit better when you run all of the dorks and then you go in for like the bigger type stuff. So as you can see, our curve's a lot more leveled out. It's a little less aggressive, and we're just trying to play some big dinos. Obviously, we got Gishath, Sun's avatar. Yeah, I'm actually running the original Ixalan because I'm an OG. I'm a nice little boomer here. I got the original art. Vigilance, Trample, Haste whenever it deals damage to everything. Look, you're going to go ahead and put any single dinosaur that you find on the top of the deck. And this is actually really not that hard because we're running Hulking Raptor. Now, Hulking Raptor, when I first saw it didn't really catch my eye. I thought it was like a solid card and everything, but it didn't really catch my eye in terms of like one of the best dinos. It's got Ward 2. Beginning of the combat phase, add 2 green. So, again, you have to make kind of use of those 2 green, but it's so good. And it has Ward 2. Now, why this Ward 2 is actually really good is because we do have a lot of, I want to say, they're not fight spells, they're like deal damage spells. So first off, we got Baby Gishath. We're running Gishath, Sun's avatar, and we're also running Ixquinth, the Baby Gishath. And whenever you pay 2, target dinosaur you control deals combat damage to each power to another creature. And we also have Feral Encounter. If you are new to the channel, you know that I love Feral Encounter. This is like one of the most slept on decks ever, or cards ever played. With all the extra mana that we have for the Feral Encounter, with our Lorekeeper Paleontologist and Lukka, we have so much mana to play with it, it's not even a big deal. So not only does Lukka have one of the coolest voice lines in all of Arena, his voice is so freaking amazing, but add red and green, spend this mana only to cast creature spells, which is fine because that's all we do really anyway. Create a 3/3, not usually what we want to do, but that's fine. With the -4, now it deals X damage divided as you choose amongst any number of target creatures or planeswalker, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. But it's so easy because we just have a Pugnacious Hammerskull, and it's a 6/6. So you get to have 6 damage. Go anywhere, 6. Go just to anything. Like, you can have it spread out to 4 creatures, 1 planeswalker, 2 creatures, like anything you want. And it's so easy to get the board nice and big that this Lukka does make for a nice thing. So this is actually my first time playing with Lukka, and I think this is like really, really good. And then obviously just gonna pump it up to Kogla and Yidaro. We've got an Etali, and we got a few Gishath. It is worth noting, I actually don't have any other white sources of mana other than Cavern of Souls. I'm not running Secluded Courtyard, but maybe I should, but it gets a little bit awkward with Feral Encounter because you need 2 green especially, and you know, the Paleontologists and the Lorekeepers can't really work with Tribal because these are humans, not dinos. So it is a little bit squirrely sometimes with Gishath, so that is worth noting. I may tweak that, but overall, this is the deck. We are going to take our little things to make big dinos rather than go aggressive this time. I promise you I won't just be coming out with a bunch of dino lists as a content creator. I know that's a little bit lazy, but either way, go ahead and leave me a like. That is the deck. The button looks just like this, helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and consider joining the channel. That would really help support me as a content creator. Let's go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Figments! Are you a figment of my imagination? Hopefully not, but here we go. Here we go. We are ready, baby. We're back with the dinos. Let's go. Lorekeeper let's get into the Hulking Raptor. I was really sleeping on that card. Yeah, there's another Hulking Raptor. Hulking Raptor is so freaking good. I actually took out the Marauding Raptor. I think that's what it's called, right? The other Raptor. Seems like all the Raptors cost 4, but let's go ahead and swing in here. I'm going to keep the Gishath because if they're playing red, I want to keep the Baby Gishath. We got real Gishath and Baby Gishath in our hand. I want to keep that for like a fight spell. Don't think playing it is that good. Ren's Resolve. Okay, so this is going to be like maybe like a Pia deck. But I'm not worried about that. Let's go ahead and drop our Hulking Raptor. This thing is an absolute Hulk. It is well worth the name. And again, I think I was running 2 of it in my last deck list, but this card is nuts. This card's nuts. I think going bigger dinos is the way to go. I was like, you can go like aggressive. I think going bigger is better. So I made the top of the curve a lot better. So they're going to go for wedding announcement. Okay, there's not going to be any weddings here. We are freaking Raptors. I think it's just better to go for another Hulking Raptor. Because we've got Ward, I doubt that they're running board wipes. They run too many creatures to do that. So, next turn we're going to be able to go for Gishath. Yeah, and that's pretty devastating. All right, let's end turn. I don't want to play Baby Gishath. Let's keep Gishath in case they have like a threat. We have also a Feral Encounter too, so I don't know. I don't know how. This is gonna get nasty. I think we're gonna get out Gishath, the Sun's Avatar. I also have the old one. I don't think I have. I don't even know if I may not have a new one. I don't know if I do or not, but these little wedding announcement is not going to be good enough. We got 2 Hulking Raptors. It doesn't matter that we don't hit our land. Let's go. Gishath, the Sun's Avatar. Let's go. Look at that sick animation. Gishath is back, baby. All right, let's swing in with all of our creatures here. And Gishath has trample. So, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? They just give it up. We don't even get to swing in, but hey, it is what it is. Belius, how you doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. We got our Lukka. I want to see if Lukka can be good. With that -4 on Lukka, man, I think we can really put something out here. I'm going to go for Restless. I mean, I do some like mental gymnastics here. I don't want to call out Human for the Lorekeeper. I guess this is probably the best way to do it. If we go for Lorekeeper turn 1, we still can't really ramp up into anything, so I think Paleontologist into Lukka is going to be the best way to go. The only question will be, is it better to go for Hulking Raptor or Lukka? I guess because we have Cavern of Souls, I was going to say, if they didn't play anything, I probably would have went for, like, Lukka, or Hulking Raptor, rather, because I'm scared of a counterspell, but we don't have to be scared of counterspells anymore because of the Cavern of Souls. So, I don't even play a whole lot of Control, but I don't know how I feel about Cavern of Souls. Like, again, I play all types of decks. I play, you know, everything, aggressive, mid-range, etc., but giving Cavern of Souls is crazy. Like, there's just no more countering a lot of tribal decks. Pretty wild. I mean, I'm not complaining, but, like, it just seems wild to me. All right, so we got Lukka. Do we want to go for Lukka, or do we want to go in for the Bonehoard Dracosaur? I think we're going to lean into doing this. If we go for Lukka, well, yeah, if we do this and just pay the full, I was gonna say we don't even have to go cheaper. Lukka, how are you doing, Lukka? Okay, so I had to look into this deck. Lukka also has one of the sickest voice lines in all of Arena. I think it's between probably Ashiok and Lukka, in my opinion, who has like just the coolest voice commands. But Lukka, being able to like ramp up stuff with Lukka is just wild. I mean, it really is. Raffine, but look at like with Lukka, the -4 is so efficient because we get out these big creatures so quickly. And little rats swinging in here. I think they just want the connive. There's no way they have anything up their sleeve here, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna block with our huge Hammerskull. Yeah, okay. They just want to get the connive, which is understandable. Oh my gosh, I was counting up from Lukka. I forgot that we had the Hulking Raptor. The Hulking Raptor is crazy. With the ward, it really just sets it apart. Like it's just wild. All right, we're gonna clear the whole board, right? Or at least one. Let's go for Feral Encounter. And ooh, see, we got a lot of different things we can do here. We go for Feral Encounter. We're gonna get at least 1 kill. And I think if we go for Baby Gishath, let's go for Baby Gishath. Let's give him a thanks. And let's drop Baby Gishath, and then we can fight the Lord Skitter, and then the Feral Encounter will ensue. No one runs Feral Encounter. I don't know why people don't run Feral Encounter. I love Feral Encounter. I think it's like one of the best cards that nobody runs. But let's target the Hulking Raptor just because it has Hexproof. Or Ward, rather. It has Ward, not Hexproof. It has Ward. Let's pay their Ward cost. So just in case they had like any sort of interaction, we can just go with that. And we could, again, yeah, let's just do this. Go for the Lorekeeper. I mean, Lukka's a beast. This is my first deck ever running with Lukka. Again, we're going to take the Ward creature because Hulking Raptor can't be touched. And we're just going to swing in, and boom, boom, boom. Down to 7 they go. If they're running Lord Skitter or Raffine, I don't think they're running like Depopulate. That seems like a conflict of interest. And we just wipe them. We just wipe them. Smarion? Is that? I'm going to go Smarion. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, only 2 lands in the starting hand, but I think it's okay. I actually did change my, if you notice, I changed my mic. I think my mic was still stuck in Izzet colors from my last deck video, but that's okay. We fixed it up now. All right, let's go for our Paleontologist. And I think if they don't play anything, oh, Sir Ginger. Okay, oh, and Gishath. We love seeing Gishath, but this is really risky. I don't really like doing this, but I'm going to be greedy. Let's go for Lukka. if they do have... this is really risky. I know I'm going to regret this. We could go for the Triumphant Chomp, but then we can't go for Lukka. Yeah, let's try this out. We do have 3 other big dinos in our hand, so I'm going to do this. Let's go ahead and make a 3-3. It does get around cut down, so let's do this. If they have, like, go for the throat or something like that, just any form of removal, I'm going to feel really stupid. So, oh, okay, what is this? Oh, this is the card that just draws the card when it, like, leaves or enters the battlefield. Okay. So maybe the Lukka will survive? Oh, Annihilating Glare. Okay, we got cocky. We totally deserved that. We probably should have just went for the Chomp. So definitely not good there. We're going to lose our Lukka, and that feels absolutely terrible. So Lukka, sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Oh, Lukka also, like I said, I think I've said this in the last match, but Lukka has some of the coolest voice lines in all of Arena, so let's go. Okay, we at least make up for it here. We got the Hammerskull and a Triumphant Chomp, so hopefully we can stay triumphant in this match. But losing out on that Lukka, we risked it. It did not pay off. Iron Apprentice. Okay. Ooh, and the journal. I'm gonna definitely be playing with this journal here. I think the journal is really, really good, and the first thing that comes to mind is obviously Anvil, the Anvil journal. All right, I'm gonna swing in with both here. The Paleontologist doesn't really help us in any other way. I know that we get the stun counter, but that's okay. Like, I mean, it's better. It's still better to attack than not to attack. The little 1/1 doesn't scare me, so that's fine. Ooh, the Tempting Apple. That steals a creature, though, doesn't it? And then I take my Hammerskull, but yeah, okay, so they get rid of so it doesn't untap, because the next time it would untap, it just gets rid of the stun counter, so that's nice. That's nice. But now they have this Hammerskull. I'm just trying to think of how I want to play this out. We still have Etali, a Dracosaur, and a Sun's Avatar, so I think we're okay here. It's fine. They can use the... Yeah, they're just going to blow up my creature, which is fine. Yeah, yeah, this is fine. Let's go ahead and use this, and then we can get back our Hammerskull with the Paleontologist. Let's remove it for 2. Yeah, that feels pretty good. And do I want to go for the Hammerskull? Do I want to go for the Bonehoard Dracosaur? I think it's just going to be the Dracosaur. Yeah, then we can even swing in with the Paleontologist. And they're down to 8. It doesn't feel like a big, aggressive match, but they are down to 8. And Dracosaur is crazy. This card is nuts. It's a dragon dinosaur, and as soon as it comes out, it demands respect. Like, if you don't get rid of it immediately, the value you accrue from it is crazy. Crazy. Okay, so Braids comes out. That's fine. Braids does not hurt us that much. We're fine. No, let's not do that. I do want to cast my Etali, so... I would love to cast my Gishath as well, but we'll probably lead off with Etali. And you look at this, we do get a treasure token in a 3/1. That is so freaking good. Unfortunately, we can't go for Gishath. We're going to have to go for a... Well, I don't want to say unfortunately. We're also rocking the Etali sleeves, so let's drop you, and let's see what we can get off the top. And it's a little underwhelming. There's definitely better things we could grab here, but I'm going to go for the Chomp and the Journal. So, hey, I got to test out the Journal, I guess technically a little bit, so... Yeah. Hello, Mr. Counselor. Let's see what we got here. Alright, this is looking alright. Looking like a kind of an awkward start here, but I don't like mulliganing away 3 landed hands, because then you mulligan, then you get 1 land, and then you have to put back a card. I'm not doing it. Let's go for the I'm tempted to go in for the Cavern of Souls and then call Humid, just so we can get this Lorekeeper out, but I don't think that's the move. It is something that you can keep. I have done it before where it was optimal. I don't think it's optimal here because we can't go for the Hammerskull next turn anyway. So, Broker's Hideout. People still run this thing? People are still running those cards? Shit. I did have a little bit of a fancy take there with the like the Broker's Hideout type of things for Landfall. Back when it was in Standard, but now that like all the Landfall stuff is in Explorer, there's pretty much no need for it because they have way better tools than this thing. But I guess they're gonna need they're gonna need a little bit of help. So now I'm really thinking about it. Now we have 2 Lorekeepers. I'm gonna do it. Let's call Human. I don't see if they're going against white. I mean, I'm gonna feel so stupid if that comes up to bite us. But yeah, so Cavern of Souls. I mean, it's gonna be worth it. We're gonna be just fine. Got the Recruitment Officer. We got a Hammerskull, and gotta be careful here. I don't want to go for the Feral Encounter, and Feral Encounter is always better later in the game. Well, actually, well, I don't know. I mean, we have 2 Lorekeepers, so we have at least, we do this, and we can at least grab some. Yeah, let's do this. This is fine. And now, let's do this, and then we can go, well, we can't go for the Triumphant stuff, but that's okay. We still have the Feral Encounter, and we can at least get rid of something here. So this is this is about as awkward as it can get, as far as a start here, but I think we're doing okay. I think we're weathering the storm quite well. Should we save that Feral Encounter, just use the Triumphant Chomp? I don't know. Coppercoat Vanguard, 3-1. Are they going to miss? Oh, they are going to miss a land drop. So missing the land drop is going to be quite huge. And I'm going to drop the Copperline Gorge here. So let's use the Lorekeeper for one. The auto tapper would have had us not be able to play the Triumphant Chomp. And I want to do this so that we can go for the Gorge. Yep, that feels a lot more efficient. I like that a lot. And they did miss their land drop, so it's not faring very well for them. If they miss another one, it's going to be hard for them to recover. But I also don't want to get too cocky because we only have a land in our hand, and it's not going to matter. Not going to matter. Lava Dart. Okay, how's it going here, Lava Dart? All right, this is, yeah, pretty good. Got Etali. Got, of course, we got the Etali Primal Hunger Sleeves. I really love those. Also, the Ghalta. I'm not running Ghalta, even though, you know, I want to kind of mix it up because the last deck video I had was the Etali one as well, but we're running Etali, so it just feels more fitting to run the Etali ones over the Ghalta. I think Ghalta is going to be a Historic Brawl, but I've never made a Historic Brawl deck on this channel, but it is in the wings. I do feel like I am getting closer to being able to ready to drop some Brawl content. Nevertheless, we are still in Standard, so let's go ahead and worry about this for now. If you notice, I mean, if you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Man. I think I've made over 300 videos. And I made a lot more content in 2021 and early 2022, and then I had to take a year off because of personal issues. But I am back, so let's see what we got with the wonderful world of Magic the Gathering. All right, Paleontologist, let's see if this resolves. Are people still running Make Disappear? No. You're still running Make Disappear in this economy with Cavern of Souls? Oh, you're still running Make... I cannot believe we just got made disappeared. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, let's just go for Paleontologist. I think that this is fine. We could go for the Hammerskull. But if they're running Make Disappear, I am a little scared. We don't have our Cavern of Souls out, so might as well get our damage. Save the Chomp. The Chomp is, man, Chomp is crazy. I know it doesn't hit Planeswalkers, which is like, it's only like slight downfall, but man, it's so good. Hulking Raptor, okay. Yeah, this is good. It's either the Dracosaur or Hulking Raptor, but the Hulking Raptor lets us ramp up, so I think this is fine. Let's go for the Chomp and just kill the Denic. That's fine. Next turn, I'm going to be wanting to go in for Etali, if we can. So I think we might as well, yes, push the pace and just drop the Chomp on the Denic. The Hulking Raptor having that ward, man, I'm telling you, I was not really on the Hulking Raptor that much when it first came out, but it's just too crazy. It's just wild. So we add 2, and just like, look at that. Look how nuts. I think we can drop Etali. I want to use the Chomp on the Sheldred, but look, we're just dropping Etali. Etali, it's always the best move. You have Etali. Ooh. That's not really the best drops here, but we do get a lore. Yeah, I mean, it's not that end of the world. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you have Etali here. I'm going to swing in. Yeah, I don't think they're going to trade, but even if they do, it's fine. But with Etali, like, that was like the worst possible scenario, grabbing a Denic and a Lorekeeper, pretty meh. And it's still just, like, not a bad move, though. Like, that's the bare minimum. Like, Etali is just so freaking good. They don't even swing in. Alright, so they don't swing in. I'm assuming they have an Emperor. I've played enough Esper myself. I know how they operate. They have this 4 land open. I'm just going to guess that they have an Emperor. So let's go for a Chop. Even if they do have spot removal, the Hulking Raptor would be enough, even if they get rid of Etali. Don't... Yeah, okay. Good there. And let's go ahead and, yeah, we have to play this now because the Hulking Raptor gives us the land now. I'm just going to go ahead and play the Dracosaur. And we can't go for lethal. What I'm going to do... let's swing all... No, let's pull back Etali. Let's pull back Etali, because I'm like pretty freaking sure they've got an Emperor here. So let's hold back Etali. There it is. Oh, okay, gotcha. That feels really good. Okay.
You're ready to lose.
It's gonna feel terrible if we get board wiped, but for right now, it feels pretty good. So our Etali is safe. That feels really, really good. And again, they can't go for the Hulking Raptor because it has Ward. That felt really, really good. All right. Still, we actually only have 3 lands. Like, that's actually worth noting. We only have 3 lands, and we managed to make this board off of 3 freaking lands. It's pretty good. Dracosaur gets to dig into our deck. We do get the Cavern of Souls. And now we're just looking good here. Now we finally don't have to worry about that make disappear. And what do we even want to do? There's tons of different things we can do. I guess we want to make use of the baby Gishath. We can just go for Lukka. I don't know. The world's kind of our oyster. If we go for this, let's use Let's use Cavern of Souls for baby Gishath. They can't counter this. If they have Lukka, we can't use Cavern of Souls to make Lukka uncounterable. So if they have make disappear, Lukka's just gonna get countered. So let's at least make sure we use the souls for that. And always use the ward. We always want to use the ward when dealing the stuff here. And they don't have an answer. Let's go. Man. Pickleberry, what a name. What a name. Alright, this is a good hand. Looks good to me. What are we playing against? I feel like it's pretty 50-50 so far on the ladder. It's been like new decks versus old decks. I feel like I've been getting a lot of old decks, like a lot of mono white, a lot of Beanstalk, Atraxa kind of stuff. Hello, Pickleberry. We'll give them a friendly Tamia hello. Let's go ahead and drop you. Again, I always like to keep my baby Gishath for the fight spell. I don't really like playing it on turn 2. A haste 2/3 is cool and all, but I feel like it's a little bit more efficient to play it later in the game. Ooh, Paleontologist on turn 3. Definitely do not love that. We can still go for Hulking Raptor next turn, so let's just drop the Hammerskull. That's fine. My Hammerskull is a lot bigger than your little Stomper. You might stomp, but we hammer. Yeah, we hammer. That's it. Shelter's gonna take us out. That's kind of sucky. I think I'm gonna go for Hammerskull and then go for the Chomp. I guess we could go for Hulking Raptor, but if they're running Sheldred, not the, whatever, OG Sheldred, just plain Sheldred, I'd rather do this. Vorinclex. Not the end of the world. We still go for... See, this is what I was talking about. With Baby Gishath, that's why I like having Baby Gishath with the... I keep calling it a fight spell. We'll just call it removal. It's not really a fight spell, technically, but... Auto pay, Hammerskull, get rid of Vorinclex. Boom! So they got double Praetors here. Let's swing in. Down to 12 they go. No stun counter for the Hammerskull. They got Shelly and Vorinclex. So, hey, ooh. Reach the multiverse. So they are running both Phyrexians. What did we mill? That's the only question. That's not. I'm not gonna look at it. What did you get? Oh no, Gishath. Oh, okay. The only thing more terrifying than Gishath is Phyrexian Gishath. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and give him. Oh god. Okay. And even they are running Topiary Stomper. So. Oh no, okay, at least they didn't grab their own Topiary Stomper. That would have been pretty nasty. Oh god, what do we even do? That's pretty nasty. A Shelly and a Gishath from the breach of the multiverse. Oh god. Alright. Looking absolutely horrible here. Yeah, Shelly is gonna yep, okay. They're gonna make us discard. Hulking Raptor or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Get rid of the Dracosaur. I guess the Hammerskull can trade with Gishath. There is a crazy world where we could win this, so I'm not gonna concede just yet. But it's looking pretty horrifying. Let's go ahead and trade. They deal 1 damage. If they have a Topiary Stomper with that 1 measly card, they can snag that, which they don't, which is nice. Oh god. Okay, let's see if we can recover here. A Dracosaur, yeah, there's really nothing we can do. It's either gonna be going for Raptor and Paleontologist or just a Dracosaur, because we're gonna have to discard 3 cards next turn. I guess we'll just drop the Dracosaur. There's really nothing else we can do. I think it's better than going for Paleontologist and Hulking Raptor. Yep, goodbye. Mill 3 cards, and we gotta just cross our fingers and hope this Dracosaur lives, and I don't think it's even gonna be possible. Just because they have the Destroyer in their graveyard, that big artifact thing. We'll play it out. Let's get it. City Scrape, yeah, Leveler. And that, I think that's going to be it. Because they have Haze. And they're just going to clear out our Dracosaur, so It is what it is. Let's go. It's a good game. Good game. Mankey, how we doing here? That is a Pokemon, but well, we're gonna mulligan that. But that kind of reminds me of. What I think it's Smosh, right? The Mankey. If you know what I'm talking about, please give me a comment. I don't get very many comments in general, so I would really appreciate that and all. But if you do remember, I think it was Smosh, and I think it was like a Pokemon skit, and he like catches a Mankey, and it keeps calling it Monkey, and he keeps saying Mankey. I'll stop blabbing right now. I might even be wrong. Who knows? I might be on crack. All right, I keep a record or raid. Yeah, pretty much same old, same old. We're just gonna try. We don't have any of our ramp stuff, but we do have an Etali, and that's good enough for me. There's our beautiful Gishath. Hopefully, we can make use of Gishath. Dropping the sun's avatar. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. So keep a Wreck and Array. We do hit us a little bit. I don't think it's that big of a deal though. That's what you got for me, Mankey. Blood Tithe Harvester. Not the end of the world. We can just chop that down. Oh, we miss our land drop, which is not great. Maybe I should kick this up to like, you know, 20, 27, 28 lands. I mean, I think I'm running 26 right now. Maybe that's not enough. Let's just chop it down. I know that we do have the stun counter, but I found that it is worth to swing in even with the stun counter if you're projected to be ahead. And I think I am. It's close, but I think I am right now. Hopeless Nightmare. Ooh, okay. Well, Hopeless Nightmare, I guess we're gonna... It sucks. It sucks having to get rid of a Gishath, but if they're gonna go for this discard nonsense, we are just gonna have to get rid of our most expensive stuff. It's really unfortunate, but such is life. So we got two Hulking Raptors. If we can just get into one of these Hulking Raptors, well, we should be okay. But I'm a little bit nervous now with this discard stuff. The discard stuff makes me a little hesitant. Oh, there's more discard. All right, I think we're gonna get rid of a Hulking Raptor. I am not ready to let go of Dracosaur. Dracosaur just provides too much value. There's the forest, and we're going to go for the Hulking Raptor. Yeah, I think this was the right move. And now we don't have to get a stun counter on our Hammerskull, so... Okay. I'm fully expecting to discard this Dracosaur, but that's okay. Even with the Hulking Raptor, we can still go for the Restless Ridgeline. Ridgeline, not Vine. I keep saying Vine. That's because of the Restless Vine stalks. I'm telling you, that is why I say that. I think that's I've been caught multiple times saying Ridge Vine, or it's Ridgeline. I think they missed their land drop. Yeah, they had to. Well, I mean, they're gonna miss at least one. They could miss two if they don't play something here, which is really, really nice. I'm not complaining. What you got, Mankey? Go back to Pokemon. Swing in? That's fine with me. I don't really know why you're swinging. That makes a little sense to me. Blood Tithe Harvester. Dokie. Land. Okay. Well, I guess, you know what? Let's drop the Dracosaur. Do we want to play down the forest? I guess maybe not. Keep it in here. Maybe they're more... Maybe they're scared about this card in our hand. We'll go and keep it. I know that I guess it really doesn't matter. They pretty much just have like removal for the Dracosaur, or they don't. Maybe we should just play the forest though. I'm feeling kind of weird about it. If they get us to discard, we just have Dracosaur, so Torch the tower. Oh, and they're gonna use that, so they're gonna scry, but that's not going to be enough, so I'm assuming they have another Torch the Tower or something, or a Play with Fire or something, because that's not enough. Okay. This is more nerve-wracking than it should be. They only have 2 lands, and I'm kind of sweating here. Another Torch the Tower. Okay, so more scry action. I guess we still have the opportunity to go for the Ridge Line. Yep, that's fine. We get exiled. Okay. This is nice though, because obviously the Ridge Line is a dinosaur, so we don't have to tap out, or we don't have to get stun countered by the Hammerskull. So swing in here, and we get to untap the Hammerskull. So they're just gonna have to chump block this. Let's go down to 1. Okay, still alive, still alive. And I think we probably should have them. Okay, they do drop their land. I was gonna say, if they didn't drop another land, that they probably would have been screwed, but... And they just give it up! Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Lucillo, how we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Looks good. Looks good. We are good to go. And we're playing against mono red. You're still playing mono. There's two things that I don't get what people are playing for. They're playing mono red and they're playing make disappear. Oh my goodness, you are stuck into last week, my friend. Make disappear and mono red. They're both gone. So, oh, okay, never mind. This is not mono red. This is Gruul. So, maybe this is like maybe Dinos? No, this is gonna be like Questing Druid, Gruul, maybe even Naya. We'll see. But okay, at least it's better. Mono Red's done. I'm telling you, Mono Red is literally done because this is exactly why. You drop a Pugnacious Hammerskull on turn 2, and then what are they gonna do? They're done. Mono Red cannot compete with that. And even if you're running black, you have like you know, the Souls of the Lost. You've got we'll take 4, that's fine. The Hammerskull's still gonna guard the floor. You can swing in the air all you want. Eventually we'll be able to get into the Dracosaur. Ain't worried about it. But yeah, like I said, and then even with Angels, like Angels gains life, Resplendent Angel is back. Like Mono Red's cooked, I'm telling you. Mono Red's done. I'm not gonna swing in here. No, yeah, it's close, but let's not. We're on the draw. We're on defense. Let's not do that. Hammerskull can pretty much take care of anything. Samoon actually is not that threatening whatsoever. We can take care of that. It's not a big deal. It's fine. I'm a little nervous if they swing in with the Godric. They might go for like some you know, whatever. Give it the trample roll, monster roll. That's what it's called. Don't know why I can't think. They just give it up. Nat, how we doing here? How we doing? Let's go ahead and keep this. Looking good. Again, I've been touting this. I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm taking it upon myself on the whole Magic community. Feral Encounter. I don't know. No one runs it. It's like the best card ever that nobody runs. I have no idea why, but be that as it may. Let's go ahead and call Dinosaur for this. We have to be a little bit careful. I am touting the Feral Encounter a lot, but we can't use the Cavern of Souls to cast it, so we gotta be careful about that. Maybe I should go in for the... Yeah, maybe we should go on for the Forest. I am okay. Typically, I like to keep the baby Gishath for fighting, removing, whatever you want to call it. But I think we can be a little bit aggressive. Sometimes you just gotta be a little aggressive. My dinosaurs are feeling cooped up. Got some cabin fever. They're feeling a little bit ferocious right now. He wanted to swing. You know, let baby Gishath do its thing. Oh, okay, they kind of psyched me out there. So Dusk Legion Duelist. Okay. I'm sure they're gonna try and pump it up, so maybe we should go for Feral Encounter here, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna save it. For Feral Encounter, you have to use it pre-combat, so I'm gonna keep it. We'll be okay. I think, hopefully. Angel Fire Ignition. Okay, that's fine. Swing in. Yeah, I think it's okay. There's the Hammerskull, so let's drop our Hulking Raptor, and then next turn with the added mana that the Hulking Raptor allows us, we can go in for Hammerskull and then a Feral Encounter. I think we should be okay. Even if they go for Angel Fire Ignition again. I have to admit though, it definitely was risky. See if they got removal, or they're just gonna go for the Angel Fire Ignition again. That is fine because it is indestructible. We are going to let this go through. Yeah, that's fine. And this should be okay. Oh, we actually even have a Triumphant Chomp, too. So we have Feral Encounter and a Chomp. Let's not play any games here. I think we're just going to go in for the Hammerskull and then just go in for a Chomp. Let's keep the Feral Encounter. Doesn't seem... Well... No, let's not do that. It doesn't make any sense. Let's just go for the Chomp and then swing in here. So down to 19, I think we're pretty safe as long as they need the way that these kind of like really like pump spelly creature type things work. They need creatures. If they can't win without a creature, and we have this Feral Encounter, I think we're fine. Yeah, I mean, I think we're well ahead of them here. What's their plan? Play creature, pump creature, attack? Like, we have that kind of... Oh, okay. So this is the 1000th moon. This thing kind of acts like that Krenko back from the day. More mana. The Hulking Raptor is... I mean, gosh, dang, the Hulking Raptor is so good. Let's go for the Feral... Oh. 5 lands? Whew, okay, that's pretty rough. But let's go for the Hulking Raptor here. And again, we're going to use this to fight. Always want to use the Hulking Raptor to fight because it has Ward. That is pretty important just in case they had some sort of instant speed stuff. So let's go and do that. Kill the 1000th moon. I don't want you to make 1,000 creatures. And this is going to be, what, 13 at your mouth here? Unless you got something. Oh, Virtual Voice. Well, Virtual Voice doesn't even hurt that much. They just gonna jump block. They don't even jump block. They just want to let us know we've got a 2/2. Okay. I'm a little nervous here. I mean, I guess they could really pump this thing up. I mean, we do have the Hulking Raptor to block. I'm probably gonna block. It's Angel Fire Ignition. There's no way they can get 10 life. They have 2 mana here, right? So even if they had, I think Twinferno is like the only card I can think of. It gives them double strike, but it costs 3. What do you got? Monstrous Rage. It's not going to get the job done. Even 2 Monstrous Rages would not have been enough. So, and we are fortunate enough to grab into the Triumphant Chomp. So we actually don't have to think much of it. Let's chomp it up. And that's looking like it's going to be it. And there we go. Let's take it.